Warning, this podcast contains graphic language. What's going on out there, gentlemen? Welcome to KDR, aka Kendall Rican Podcast. One of the hottest, craziest podcasts for men out here in the world. And this is your first time out here, well, guess what? I open up the mic and I try to tell the truth and how things work and not working. So no further ado, let's start with a fucking intro. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go kick ass. Yeah! Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to the Pacific Northwest, broadcasting all across the world. You name it, from New Zealand to Australia to the UK, and all across North America, Canada, and South America. Welcome, gentlemen. All right, all right. Well, tonight's podcast, I want to do a open topic. Everything's out here. When I open up the mic, I express myself and do observation, what's going on, what's happening, what's not happening, and stuff like that, and so on and so forth, right? So I wanna be real with you, gentlemen out here. We all, not all of us, but some of us, it depends on your age demographic. You have parents, right? You got parents and shit. Some of you parents died or whatever, or they're still alive. God bless them heart. But I got this beef with these boomers. I really do. I conduct business. I'm a subcontractor. I got this contract with a non-profit organization for now, and different things that I do for myself, to sustain myself, to get away from the system, from the 9 to 5, and and paid checks, and taxation and stuff. I make my own bread. I make sure that I have to pay my taxes and so on and so forth. When you are individual that make their own money, so it's difficult. You walking with different things, right? You got costs, expenses, and stuff like that, right? I know this for quite some time, okay? I'm not here degrading senior citizens, okay? I'm not. But in my city, you got a bunch old senior citizens out there in the supermarket, on the retail stores, fucking around, doing the day, looking at produce, looking at this item. They're in the middle of an aisle. They can barely walk. They don't know what the fuck they doing. And to them, it's like an outing. And you got people who are conducting the business. You got people who doing shopping. Not only that, you got people who got Instacart. You got people doing this. There's a lot of moving parts going on. And then the way And I promise myself, when I get this age, if I get that age, if the good Lord let me allow to live that long, right? I'm not gonna be in a supermarket fucking around with fucking items and touching shit and be in the middle of people and stuff like that. I'm gonna go out there feeding the squirrels or in a park or a senior citizen how you call that center playing bingo and shit and dominoes or by the beach or whatever, feeding the seagulls, fishing, doing something out there besides being in the middle of a busy environment, you know. And listen, I got this contract with this nonprofit organization. They put out some fucking crazy shit out here for people who got COVID, and they buy them like groceries between $200 and $300 and shit. And I got to get these, shop for it, not only shop for it and deliver it, and they pay me well, right? So you got these senior citizens all over the fucking place, man, touching and stuff, and they don't move the cart. They out there in the middle of the aisle and fucking around and looking at shit and stuff like that. Especially between 9 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock. They out there and they catch the shuttle bus in the city. They got their shuttle bus and let the senior citizens out loose out there, and then they pick them up or they drive themselves. And it's a hazardous, dangerous thing out there. For heaven's sake, it is. You can't have these old folks driving around and shit. It's unbelievable. Listen. My parents just collected Social Security. All right? I'll be fucking damn. I'm going to let my parents go out there and fuck around at the grocery store. Like, no, 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 no. You can't. Listen, mom, dad. We got shit online. Just order the motherfucking shit online. You can get it delivered to your house. Go out there and play dominoes and do whatever shit. Stay away from these people out here. They're trying to feed their kids and stuff. Stay away from that. You had your time to feed your kids and stuff like that. Do whatever you got to do and stay away from people. It's unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable, man. They don't know, these boomers, they don't know how to give it up, man. Sometimes it's not how old you get, it's how you get old. And I'm not knocking on, the boomers and shit like that. I'm not. But you have to give it up some point. Do something else. Do something else. We are living in a technology age. You don't have no business out there. Listen, true story. I got 2 carts that I need to deliver to this household. Full is like $350 worth of fucking goods, right? This lady had like, I don't know, maybe 10 items. And not only that, these boomers out there, they got their mask on and shit. For heaven's sake, I did not know they still take checks. So I got 2 carts, right? And this old lady out there got 10 items, balancing the check account out there like it was back in the 1980s and 90s and shit. Like there's no debit card and stuff. And it took her like 10 fucking minutes. Her hand is shaking and shit and balancing the checking account and stuff. Like, I'm like, oh, come on, please. I got to do a delivery. I got to make this money, for heaven's sake. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't know. I don't understand this bullshit. I don't. You got to give it up, man. Give it up. Technology is here. There's no reason for checks. I swear to God. I did not know they still take checks at the grocery store. I did not know this. That to me was foreign. I saw this lady, and she balancing the checking account. Like motherfucking got shit to do. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's too much shenanigans over there. But I was talking to this lady out there where I had 2 carts because I'm trying to get this thing going out there, right? And I asked her, what's your job out here at this grocery store? She's like, oh, I do like I'm doing with people that got too many items. I'll help them to push it to the cart and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, I deal with a lot of senior citizens and help them with the groceries, which they don't have many. She was explaining it to me, and I was like, really? They're like, yeah, they here all the time. And she was telling me, she was telling me she was honest. She's in her 20s. People when they're young, they truthful. And she was like, it's not about getting old. It's how you get old. I don't. She like, if I'm old, I don't want to be in a grocery store buying shit. And like, you got that shit for. I feel you, man. I feel you. I have to like walk around these boomers out there and shit and zoom around and stuff. And then they don't have courtesy. They take the aisle and shit. You know, they take the aisle and stuff. For heaven's sake, I haven't been in a mall in quite some time. And they have these before the corona thing happened, they used to walk around the mall and stuff and just walk around with like zombies and shit, doing a square dance or whatever the fuck they do. It was crazy shit, man. Unbelievable. Anyways, I just gotta get that shit out of my chest. I promise myself if I get old, I don't want to be bothered out there. I will order some shit online, have some young person deliver to me, and I can eat my grub here, and I can go out there and deal with the pigeons and deal with the dogs and deal with nature and just go and play bingo or whatever the fuck it is. And, I doubt it by the time if I make it that old, it's gonna be bingo going on out there. It's gonna be like probably like some new technology shit. With the tablet, we can play some bullshit. But anyway, I digress. I just gotta get this shit out of that shit out of my chest. I got to get this shit out of my chest. My apologies, Papa Smurf. I don't know if you're a senior citizen. Please, Papa Smurf, stay away from the supermarket and stuff like that. Have your shit delivered to you, for heaven's sake. Papa Smurf is old. Look at him. He's great and shit like that. What's going on, Papa Smurf? I love you, son. I love you. I love Papa Smurf. He's been a subscriber for quite some time. I was listening to Sandman, and Papa Smurf give a little donation out there to Sandman and stuff like that. So big shout out to Papa Smurf. Matter of fact, Papa Smurf, let me give you a shotgun to the dome. Just bear with me, man. Let's go.
Headshot.
Oh, I did it ass backwards.
Give me liberty or give me death.
That's for Papa Smurf out there. All right. So, another topic that I want to get in here. Okay, so now all hell is breaking loose. Right? I don't know have you heard, but now Deutsche Bank is going kaput. It's going kaput. Another bank. And these banks are falling like dominoes. They are falling like dominoes like I predicted. Deutsche Bank, what I know for quite some time, it was one of the number one bank in Europe. Because the German, they produce more than anyone else out there. The German, they carry the rest of the euro out there. They do. They really do. They carry the burden of the European Union. They really do. The manufacturing and stuff like that. Trust me, I lived in Germany for 5 years. So the Deutsche Bank is going kaput. And this is going to take, in my point of view, is going to take a domino effect. I mean, this thing is like really interesting. Not only interesting, but it's very, how can I phrase this? Bizarre. But not bizarre, but it's understandable. It's understandable what the fuck is taking place here. And to me, this stinks to high heaven. Now the Europeans, they talking about, because I read a few articles. Oh, it's because the bank out there in Silicon Valley, and now we are facing what the American did, and now all these banks in Europe, the European are crying like little bitches, like they always do. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what happened out here ain't got one iota what's going on out there. Is Swiss Bank went kaput? Well, Swiss Bank. Now, Deutsche Bank going kaput, that's their own fucking problem. And the reason is because every country have a central bank system. Now, if you decide to go out there and buy bonds that was worth 1.2%, and now they increase, because all these countries have increased the interest rate to fight inflation. Like if you look at the UK, 10%. If you look at Europe, it's 9%. If you look at all this stuff, if your bonds is worthless, well, guess what? It's your motherfucking fault. Because one thing that the Europeans did, they're trying to copy and mimic what the United States was doing. And the United States is a fucking shit show to begin with, right? So they're trying to copy free money for so many years and shit like that, no interest rate and stuff like that. Now all these banks are blowing up. They are blowing up, and it's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on going. If you think this shit is going to stop, it's not going to stop, my friends. No fucking will. No way. No way in hell this shit's going to stop. This is going to keep going and going and going. In my point of view. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe. But you see the mainstream media is like, oh, it's nothing. Because, see, these people think that some of us, okay, the millennials, they didn't live through this shit. I lived through this shit in 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. I remember this bullshit. So now it's happening, and the mainstream media like MSNBC, business, all this business network and shit like that. You're like, oh, this is rare. This is not going to happen. It's not contagious. It is fucking contagious like the fucking virus. If you thought coronavirus is contagious, this is more contagious than anything. Trust me. Trust me. And the Europeans, oh, it's because of the American fault. And no. Each country each region got the central banks. Now, if you want to copy what the United States idiotic shit they done since 2008, guess what? It's going to ripple effect to you. You know? They crying wolf now. See, the thing is, they're like women. They don't want to take responsibility and accountability for their fucking action. And they're trying to blame others for their own destruction of their monetary system they have. They don't want to take their own responsibility. They want to blame it on others and shit like that. To be honest, I don't know how this shit is going to play out. Because it's literally shit. All I'm doing, I'm protecting my own fucking wallet. Gentlemen, this is what I'm doing for myself. Of course, I have to keep... unfortunately, I have to keep money in the bank. Because of the type of business that I do. I get paid direct deposit and stuff like that. But I'm putting stuff in physical cash or investment. You know, now it dawned on me. I remember the President Joe Biden, he said, do not keep more than $500 in your bank account. I remember this like last year, a year and a half ago. And he was giving a warning. I was like, what the fuck this motherfucker thought about don't keep no more than $500? And I know now. Unfortunately, I have to keep more than that. than $500 on my bank account and checking account, and savings account. Due to the fact that, and I'm going to give you a sample. One of my vehicles broke. The clutch went out, so I got to buy a new clutch, and I had to pay another person to fix that shit for me. But the good thing, I got a backup vehicle that I can conduct my business. You got to have a backup within top of the backup. But I got to have this, this thing going. Because otherwise, I'll be fucked. What I'm doing for myself, I'm buying silver. I'm buying gold stocks, which I had for the last year, and just investing the rest of the little change that I got here in Bitcoin, away from the banking system because I don't know how this shit's gonna play out. Now, since I'm talking about money, all these women out here, they don't have one iota. They don't have one iota was taking place in their wallet. Because we all know women love to spend money. They like to spend, and shit like that. They don't have a clue about savings. They don't have a clue about investment. They don't have nothing. And then when time to pay the piper, guess what? Their ass is going to be ass out, and getting fucked. Due to the fact that more women are in debt than men. Especially with college loans, credit cards, card loans, and shit like that. They are the number one debtors in the Western society. So something's going to hit the fan. And once they hit the fan, these bitches going to know what the fuck happened. Especially those women who are married and remain married, and they will remain married till the crisis goes down, if it goes down. Otherwise, those empowered women, single mom and shit like that, they don't have one clue what's taking place. One clue. Not one, not even one iota. They don't even know what the fuck is happening. All they doing is swiping the credit cards up and down, and getting that little money from the child support, and getting this little money from the EBT, and getting this little money here and there. And they got the public housing, and so on and so forth. And those who don't have public housing, they are cohabitating with other women. Oh yeah. In my state, in my city, you see roommates. Women living with women. Trust me, I know. Because shit is so fucking expensive, they have to live with each other. Unbelievable. It's not believable, it's reality. We talked about this in the philosophy of MGTOW. Oh yeah, you got a lot of roomies out here. The millennials, Gen X, and the Zoomers. The Zoomers still at home, right? But the millennials and Gen X, they moved out of the necks and shit, out of the nets. Now they are cohabitating with each other, same sex and shit like that. 2-bedroom apartment is $1,000 and pay $500 plus the utility, cut everything in half. Oh yeah. And they cut it expensive because they want to spend more. It's no bullshit. I talk to bitches all the fucking time. I talk to these gangs all the time. Now look at me. Yes, I live below a home. My landlords own the home. But this place I got here, I got one little spare room. I got a kitchen. I got a shower. I got my bedroom. I'm happy. I'm content. And everything is a flat rate. So I'm cool. All these chicks, the roomies and stuff like that, they hate each other. If you thought that women hate men, guess what? You're wrong. Women, they despise other women. They're in competition with each other. And when they cohabitate with each other, guess what? It's a fucking civil war in the house. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. That's what's happening in the Western society, especially in the big cities and stuff like that. It's happening in Seattle, New York, L.A., Portland, Dallas, Miami, you name it. You name it. Philadelphia, you name it. It's happening. It is happening. Well, gentlemen, I want to take a quick pause. I gotta use the facility, and I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Yeah! Commercial free, motherfuckers! Commercial free. All right. Another topic that I want to get in hand before I call the live stream quits. I would like to thank all the men out there writing comments, giving thumbs up and stuff like that. But in the near future, like I said previously, I got an empty room. I'm doing little things here. I'm almost done painting it. Hopefully by Sunday, I'm done painting it. I'm gonna decorate it, have decorations and shit like that. Artworks and stuff like that. It's my fucking room. I want to do what the fuck I want to do with it. And then I'm gonna get some devices and shit like that to put the live stream. But I'm not trying to hang around too much on YouTube. I'm not. I've been have account with Rumble, and I've been doing podcast. Well, I used to do podcasts and stuff like that, but I haven't done it quite some time. But with Podbean and stuff like that, it can be broadcasts and different podcasts and shit like that. So that's the plan for the future. And the thing is that if I want to do something, I got to get a little change. I'm not asking for no donation and stuff like that. If a platform can offer me a nickel for me to express myself and not to have censorship, I'll take the nickel, the no nickel. You know what I mean? If men can write comments and they can say whatever the fuck they want to say, or if anyone can say whatever the fuck want to say, they want to call me whatever they want to call me, whatever the fuck they want to say it. God damn it, fuck it. Let's rock this joint. Write the comments and stuff like that. I already been have a channel out there in Rumble, but I haven't put any content in any place because I'm busy, right? But I say to myself, since once in a while I like to put this podcast out here and express myself and see how you men doing and shit like that. But I'm going to do it on a different platform. I'm going to do it out there in Rumble and shit like that, And because I don't like censorship. I do not like censorship. I like people They can express themselves however they want to express themselves and talk crazy shit. The more crazy shit that I hear, the better. You know, that's how I see this thing. You know, this is how I see this thing. But that's the that's the way of the future because out here in this platform, look with TikTok. TikTok is um, eating up YouTube, and all these motherfuckers, all they do is dumb shit and stuff like that. You know, I was reading their TikTok. Now they're going on their investigation because of the Chinese, which I knew this stuff. That's why I never done no TikTok videos and shit like that. I was like, that's Chinese bullshit. These motherfuckers, they all they want to do is collect data and stuff like that, which they collecting data anyway, but they're putting out there with the CCP and fuck the CCP. Fuck them. Fuck the CCP. Well, right now you can find me right here. I'm still here, you know. I'm still here. So far, so good, you know. I'm still here, but I'm planning to do the live stream at different platforms, away from YouTube. You know, I'm still here, you know, because I'm a realist. So I understand that YouTube is the second most search engine in the world. So I get I'm not a dummy, you know. But if I want to do some crazy shit, I have to go different platform, you know. You know, I have to. If I want to make videos, like I want to make videos and stuff like that without being copyright or without being this, that, and you know, strike one, strike two, strike three, whatever. Yeah. It's a fucking hassle. I can do the walk and talk, make talk shit and edit videos and stuff like that on YouTube. I can. They bust my fucking balls every fucking time. Every fucking time they bust my fucking balls. And I'm too old to get my balls busted by some fucking fuckface out there in Google, on YouTube. You know, it sucks. It fucking sucks. Not only sucks, but what I hate is for other people not to write comments, or they do write comments, and when I try to read the comments, it's deleted by the algorithm. It sucks. Even including myself, when I try to write a comment, I have to watch my fucking words that I say. It's like I have to be like very elementary, like a little kid in school. He's like, don't curse, don't. I got to. No, fuck this shit, man. It sucks. It fucking sucks. I want to deal with adults. And adults can express themselves however they want to express themselves, for heaven's sake. You know? We grown folk. We grown folk. It's just so fucking stupid, but I understand it because they're trying to control. They're trying to control. They're trying to, you know, tell people what not to say. Tell people what not to say, what kind of words to avoid, what kind of do this. And it's a circus. And you walk in eggshells. Don't say this word. Don't say that word. Don't write this word. Don't write this word. Don't go here. Don't go there and stuff. It's Big Mama Susan doing all this bullshit. You know? It's just like, it's just, I'd rather not play. Because if I don't play, right, I cannot lose or win. So yeah, I've been half Rumble for the last, I think, 2 years, and now they doing live streams and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that, and I got some videos out there. I'm still my name, Kendall Rican and stuff like that. I'm still there, and I'm you know I'm still. I want to experiment with Rumble live stream, see if it's working properly. You know, see if it's working properly, and figure this thing out. Because being a content creator is not easy. It's not easy. Do I like making videos? Of course. I like making videos. I like making live stream, but it's not my living. I work for a living. It's more like a how can I phrase this? It's more like a hobby, right? It's more like a hobby. It's more like something to do in my spare time when I have the time and stuff like that. If men can relate to it, fine. If they don't, great. It doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter. But I do like making videos. I love making fucking videos and editing and stuff like that. It's like it's a puzzle, right? This is the way I see. If you never make content before, it's kind of difficult because you got to get a topic, and then after the top, it's sort of like writing a book, right? You got a topic, and then or like an essay. You got the topic, and then you got the body, and then you got the ending, and that's how videos is made, right? When you make videos, and then you got the editing, and then you got the bloopers, and then you try to, and then you got the re-recording, and it's very challenging. It's a mental clusterfuck, and it takes time. It takes time. It really does takes time to make videos and stuff like that. It really does, especially you don't have a video editor. You're doing everything for yourself. Oh man, a 5 minute video easily. A 5 minute video or 7 minute video, it can take you an hour. If you don't know what you're doing, it would take you like 3 hours. But if you know what you're doing, yeah, it take you an hour and stuff like that. It's not an easy task. It's not. But anyways, I read a comment by this gentleman from last night live stream, and he wanted to do a podcast with me and stuff like that. And I'm down with it. I don't know what kind of platform he got, and I don't know what kind of time I have. But anyone who's a content creator and want me to come over to his podcast, and I don't know what kind of platform it is, I do it. If I got a spare hour to do it, I'll fucking do it. There's no problem with me. Let me see here. Let me read some comments out here for heaven's sake. So SVB bonds management, that is why they are collapsing. AP 530, convert your Cardano, XRP, and SL to HBR. Now you got me all confused now. I do own those, but I did not own the last one, the HBR. I don't own that. I don't own that. I don't have that. This is what I own a few things, I got crypto. I really believe in a blockchain technology. I really do, and it's still in an infancy stage. I'm on Sunday. I will convert all my crypto into the ledger. I got the ledger set up. I got two crypto exchange. I got Uphold and I got crypto.com. and I got the ledger. The ledger is already set up and stuff like that. I know what I'm doing and shit like that. I just do not want to fuck until this shit until Sunday when I'm off, relax, take some Bitcoin to the ledger. I want to start out with, because I never done it like this, right? Everything set up, so I'm going to start out with 100 smackaroo. And I know that there's gas feed on it. You know, gas feed meaning they would take money of it. You know, it's just it's sort of like the ATM. You know, if you go to the ATM, they take um fee, right? They take a fee, $2 or $3, whatever, right? I understand it, but I gotta do it. That's just me. I'm weird, okay? I'm weird, so I gotta take 100. Make sure the app is working. Make sure the ledger is working. And then I will take another 100. And then once I do it 3 times, then I'll say, okay, let's bring fucking 2 G's of this motherfucker here. Pow! Just in Bitcoin. I got another G in Cardano. And a few hundred here, a few hundred there, and stuff like that. So I I got to be like very. It's my first time doing this thing, getting offline, It's my first time, so. And but I will do it. I already spent $175 on the fucking ledger, so might as well do it. All the code and everything is there. So, and I figured out how to connect to the to the Wi-Fi, not to the Wi-Fi, to the Bluetooth. So, the I already have taken all my crypto off the exchange and put it on the Nano Ledger. Okay, so I don't have I got the Nano. Yeah, I got is it the Nano? No, I got the Nano X. Yeah, I got the Nano X. That's what I got. How'd that work out for you? I got I got the latest one. Let me see. Yeah, I got the X. Let me see. Nano. Just bear with me. Just give me a second. I'm going I'm going through my notes here. Yeah, the Nano. That's what I got. The Nano X. Let me see. Fuck, it's a live stream, so everything went smooth. No problem. Okay, all right. I know it's gonna go smooth, no problem. I do believe in the technology. It's more like the technology is there, right? It's more like me being, careful and stuff like that. Because the way I don't know how you guys see this thing, right? With crypto. The way I see it with crypto and Bitcoin, right? It's a saving mechanism. Now, people want to play with it, go up and down, sell it, do trading, shit like that. No. Whatever I got there is going to be safe. And it's something that I got there on the background just in case. Just in case. It's a saving mechanism. Bitcoin is a saving mechanism. The only reason Bitcoin came about was after 2008 collapse with the banks and shit like that. And it's happening now. It's happening. Nothing, you can trust shit anymore. Right? You can't trust it. Everything's a clusterfuck. Everybody's in debt and stuff like that. When you look at your Bitcoin or your whatever cryptocurrency or your silver or your gold, at the end of the day, it's a hedge. It's something that protects you in case all hell break loose, right? And once all hell break loose, well, you got something out here you can do something with it. That's how this is how I say this thing from day one. Now, if I want to go out there and invest, which I got investment in stocks, not much, but hey, I got something, but it's not in the bank. You see what I'm saying? That's how I see Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that. Yeah, it's very versatile. It goes up and down. But hey, as long as you got it on some kind of wallet, cold wallet and shit like that, it's yours. It's yours to keep, man. It's like your car, your vehicle. That's yours. It's bought and paid for. You get a certificate. You're the owner. You know, if you bought your home and you got your certificate for your home, and all you got to do is just pay the taxes for it. You know, that's yours. Your property taxes, that's yours. You know, stuff like that. If you got a boat and it's yours, that's your shit. You can sell it. You can do whatever you want with it. You know. But we are living some fucking crazy times. The way I see this thing, gentlemen, the little that I got, which is little, I don't have much for real. But I be goddamn the little I got that I want. Some fucking fuck face out there and some banks gonna take everything away from me. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. The government took enough. Just as a man for me, just as being a father and not being married. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of child support. What make you think that I'm gonna give them more? Fuck them. Fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. Whatever left I got, whatever I can produce in the next five, whatever. No, I'm not gonna give it to the bankers. I'm not gonna give shit to nobody. I'd rather fucking put my shit in some fucking ledger. If I lose the ledger, fuck it. Fuck it. As long as the government and the banks don't take it away from me. At least I took a risk. And that's my fucking money. Fuck them, man. Fuck them. Fuck all these taxes. Fuck all this inflation. Fuck. I'm trying to be cool, man. I'm trying to be cool. I'm doing good. As long as I got my health, because health is a priority. If you don't got good health, man, you cannot produce, you can do shit. You got your health, you can produce, and you can do whatever you want, right? But the usury and the abuse by the system, you gotta take this shit away from them. Not from them. They can do whatever they want. But in regards to your capital, regards to your money, well, take it with your own hands. You have to. Because otherwise, they're going to take it away from you. Either or. It's your choice. It's your fucking choice, man. I don't see any way around it. I really don't, man. And I'm not going to participate buying. It dawned on me, right? Oh, yeah, the yield of 6 month, a yield of 6 month treasury bill. I thought about this shit. is 4.9. So let's say $1,000 on my savings, which is paying nothing, to a yield of a treasury bond that is paying 4.9, and then is safe, supposed to be safe, right? Supposed to be safe and not going to get a return. And I was going to do that, but I said to myself, you know what? Fuck them, because I'm paying their mistakes with my own fucking money. And they was giving me a small return of 4.9 on a yield of a treasury bond where inflation is 6.5. So it doesn't add up. So fuck them. I take my shit and put it in gold. I don't own gold, silver, Bitcoin, or whatever. And whatever happens, great. Fuck them. I'm not going to participate in bullshit. I'm not going to participate in the government bullshit. Let them figure this shit out. Let the banks, let everybody figure this shit out. Seriously. I don't own real estate. I wish I did own real estate. Then I'd be cool. But whatever change I get, that I work for it, I'm not going to support them. I'll take my risk. Yes, I'm going to take my risk. And I'm going to invest my money on myself and whatever I believe. What is suitable for me. It's a fucking corundum. It is. And all these people in debt. Thank God I'm not in debt. I'm not in debt. I'm not. All these people with the car loans, mortgage, college loan, that loan, that shit, and they work, and they work, and they work, and they pay the minimum. Because they don't pay the whole fuck. They're not smart, right? They got a loan for $1,000, and they will pay it off in the next month. Credit is good as long as your money is good, right? I know this for a fact, man. Listen. I deal with the streets. Meaning, you front a kilo of cocaine. You get a discount for it. Because they want to get rid of it. You front it, right? But you're giving 50% of it. You're like, here's something. Here's half. It's basic economics, by the way. You front a kilo of cocaine, meth, whatever. You front it. Here's half. I will pay you half. And it's done. And whatever my profit is my profit, right? And whatever his is shit. If you don't pay that shit, that's your fucking life. That is your life. Especially out here in the West Coast, when you're dealing with the cartel and shit like that, that is your fucking life. So you better come out with that fucking money or something's going to happen to you. Trust me, I know this shit for fact. They used to front me all that fucking shit. They want to front me more than I can afford. More than I used to have customers for. I'm like, no. Listen, this is what I need, okay? Here's something. I come back next week, 3 days, whatever. Next day, here's the cash. All right, we get this flow going. Okay, not too much, but that's basic economics. Now, can you imagine? I go out there, and then the front, and I skip on the front. Guess what? There's gonna be someone knocking on my door, trying to kill me because I fucked up, and they have the right to do that. Let's say if I use the kilo and sniff on myself and my friends and shit like that, somebody's gonna knock on my door and fucking kill me. But they don't have this anymore. I'm telling you, man. I am telling you the truth. I'm being honest with you, folks. Now it's a free pass. It's like, now we're here. Now we are here. And to be brutally honest with you, nothing is safe. Not from your health care to whatever is all socialized. It's all going run. All government run. Run by the government. And to be brutal with honesty, in reality, that dollar that you have there, those digits that you got in your bank account, it's not the true money regarding to this country. The true money of this country, according to the Constitution, is two things, which is being implemented for thousands of years: gold and silver. It's written in the Constitution. If you don't believe me, look it up. Look it up. They can come out, the government can come out with the dollar or whatever that's created in 1913 by the fucking cocksuckers out there and shit like that. The money of the United States is two: gold and silver. Now, I don't know about you, man, but all the central banks for the last fucking year have been buying gold and silver like crazy. They know this shit. They tricksters. The banks are tricksters. They go back out there with the Rothschilds and shit. We used to have gold standard dollar until Nixon took it away. Matter of fact, today, before I put this on podcast, I made a video of the 50-year anniversary getting away from the gold standard, and I forgot about it until today. I'm going through this thing on my videos in YouTube, and I thought to myself, holy shit, I think it was like September something, some shit like that. And I was like, nah, it makes sense. It makes sense. What I'm doing here with my little nickel, my little dime. in my mind. Because we're so busy trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents and paying bills, especially with this inflation and shit like that we forget how to put $20 here, $30 there. Set it and forget it. $50 here, $100 here, $500 here. Of course, we all got expensive. We all got expense. We got bills to pay and shit like that. But you got to set something on the side, something in case shit pop off. And it's popping off anyways. It's popping off like you cannot believe. It's very sad situation. In my point of view, how this republic, such a beautiful republic that we had, because it's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone. Maybe we got some pockets here and there, but it still got, resilience and shit like that. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'm just the way that where I live at, out here in the West Coast. But if you think about it, it's all being centralized. And we had a beautiful republic, man. Let's put it this way. When you have American citizens, especially, and I go back, with this the boomers and stuff like that. What I spoke earlier. When you have American citizens moving out of the United States and having a retirement or being retired either in Mexico, El Salvador, Thailand, and in different places around the world. United States is some deep shit. I spoke to this lady. And she told me that her and her husband, they're going to sell everything from the United States and go live in Italy. And I told her, why Italy? I've been in Italy, my friends. I've been in Italy. I said, why Italy? Why not go somewhere cheaper? Like right now, they got Baja, they got there in Mexico, they got different out there in Thailand and stuff like that. She told me, oh, Mexico, there's too many white folks out there. And she's white by herself. She's white and her husband's white. There's too many white people out there. Like Italy, they don't have white people. Like, they're not Caucasian. But yeah, I laughed at her. I was like, what the fuck, right? Like, yeah, there's too many white folks out there, so I don't want to be out there. Like, white lady, retirement, teacher. Of course, she was a teacher because, I chit chat with her for like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm thinking to myself, this bitch, she's just her and her husband are fucking denial what's taking place, or what is taking place in Europe. And this happened to be like 3 months ago, you know. But anyways, gentlemen, I've been out here chit chatting and bullshitting for the last I can't believe for the almost last hour and shit like that. But anyways, like I always say, gentlemen, peace. Statement Tao. Let the universe be with you. I definitely catch you next podcast, live stream, or video. I'm out.